Hi, everybody. My name is JeyMorales. This is JeyMorales Unbound, a podcast, very first episode, with co-hosts Lords and Revelation. Special guest by Fake Prophet. The show is about news, banter, technology, everything that is trending today, everything with raw and simple and easy to go, ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's get everybody inside and get this party going. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Pretty chill, pretty chill, pretty chill. This is we got lords in here, we got revelations and prophet, the prophet. Boys, what are we? What's the topic tonight? I think they walked away. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Yeah, we're here. Grant, I can start first if you would like. With the today's news so far. An update of the man that stabbed the Ukrainian woman out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. Oh, the update on that is the Justice Department on Tuesday charged a man with lengthy arrest records with the fatal stabbing of a Ukrainian refugee on a North Carolina commuter train last month, meaning he could face the death penalty. Uh, let's see here. 23-year-old Irina Sarutska. Sorry if I butchered that, ladies and gentlemen. Was murdered by the Carlos Brown Jr. Do we know his age? What's his age? No, there's no information on his age. No, but I could say he's in his 30s. That's for sure. Yeah, about that. Yeah, let me see. The federal charge comes with amid growing questions about DiCarlo Jr. was on the street despite 14 prior criminal arrests before he was accused of pulling out a knife and killing 23-year-old Irina Sarutska in an apparent random attack captured on video. The case has become latest flashpoint in the debate over the whether cities such as Charlotte are adequately addressing. Oh my God, I butchered that word again, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Addressing violent crime, mental illness, and transit safety. The Trump administration says the killing shows how leaders and judges and policies in Democratic-led cities are failing to protect their residents from violent crime. Quote, Arena Surutska was a young woman living an American dream. Her horrific murder is direct result of failed soft on crime policies that put criminals before innocent people, said Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a statement, we will seek the maximum penalty for this unforgivable act of violence. He will never again see the light of day as a free man.
oh hey, we screwed up. You're not the right person. But like third, fourth time, it's like, what? Do you want the free meals that are in prison? Like, I think so. I don't. 14 times.
With that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like, you have a fucking family in prison that people don't know about? Like, Jesus. What?
I can't even remember now. So, further information, he is charged federally with causing death on a mass transportation system, which carries up to life in prison or the death penalty. Ross Ferguson, the U.S. Attorney of the Western District of North Carolina, said additional charges could be brought as the investigation continues. The federal case will run parallel with the state case charging Brown with first degree murder. The death penalty is also a potential punishment for people convicted of first degree murder in North Carolina. However, the state has not carried out an execution since 2006. Legal challenges over the use of lethal injection drugs and a doctor present at the executions have in part delayed action. Brown had cycled through the criminal justice system for more than a decade, including serving 5 years of robbery with dangerous weapon in Mecklenburg County. According to court records, he was arrested earlier this year after repeatedly calling 911 from a hospital, claiming people were trying to control him. A judge released him without bail. His mother told local television she saw an involuntary psychiatric commitment this year after she became violent at home. Doctors diagnosed him with schizophrenia. Court records show a judge order of psychological exam in July at the request of his public defender to determine whether he was capable of contributing to his own defense. It wasn't clear if the exam was scheduled or why it didn't happen before the late August attack. The Mecklenburg County Public Defender Office did not answer a call Tuesday. The Trump administration has repeatedly blamed Democrats for what they say is out of control crime and violence in blue cities. The White House highlighted the case during Tuesday's press briefing, while Trump has repeatedly spoken about the killing, saying in one of the social media posts, criminals like these need to be locked up. Americans have to feel safe in the cities that they live in, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said on Fox News. And this is a stark example of how leftist liberal policies are failing. Charlotte has increased the security along its transit lines in response to the fatal stabbing. Major Vi Lyles said in the letter to the city residents the mayor's letter was also critical of the court system, echoing some of the critics of the city's response. Lyles called the killing a tragic failure by the courts and magistrates, saying the city's officers arrest people who are then quickly released. Do they have bail reform like New York State?
Practically every state is doing that. The reason why I specifically pointed out blue states and blue cities like Chicago, New York City, Detroit, all of them, is because they are run by Democratic mayors. The reason why I specifically pointed out blue states and blue cities like Chicago, New York City, pay attention, all of them, is politics because they are run by Democratic mayors.
I need somebody to go check the stream real quick and see if you can hear any of this because I'm noticing I can't hear anything. Go ahead. I need somebody to go check the stream real quick and see if you can hear any of this because I'm It's noticing
It's
I
working,
can't
isn't it?
hear anything. Go ahead. I need somebody to go check the stream real quick and see
Why
if
is
you can
this?
hear any of this because I'm
It's
noticing
working,
I
isn't it?
can't hear.
What the fuck is going?
Yeah, what the heck is going on? Mm.
It's that whole,
Well,
oh, well, it doesn't fit the agendas because, other stuff, because we don't want to, report on it type of bullshit.
well, then I also feel like a town like Jamestown would have a smaller county jail than, say, Buffalo.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's that whole, it literally is happening at home. You just don't know it. Like, it's happening pretty much everywhere.
Yeah,
Like, fuck, I'm sure it's happening here where I live.
I'm sure it's happening out here where I live too.
Oh, yeah, because you're a
But
big
like,
city.
that brings up a question for me. Like, do we want the judicial system to be more like an eye for an eye and uphold the death penalty more? Because I do feel like they're circulating too many people through the prison system, letting them out, and then they do become repeat offenders.
Well, that's because
I,
the prison system is overcrowded as is. And that goes back to, you look back at when mental hospitals were still open, the prison system wasn't at maximum capacity because they were like, "Oh, hey, this person has a mental illness." At that time, what they thought was a mental illness, they put them in a fucking, mental hospital. But then, as soon as the mental hospitals were shut down, all those people that had fucking, what they recognized as a mental illness at the time were shoved into the prison system.
I would like to apologize real quick if nobody could hear most of the stream. Hopefully I just fixed it. It sounds good now on my side. But this
Yeah,
is the
that's
first episode. It's called Trial and Error. Am I right, lords?
that's a good name for it. Yeah.
Trial and Error. First episode, baby.
yeah, that's the whole entire reason why that is like that. You have overpopulation, you know, bad funding, just a combination of tons of things. It's not really a black and white. Like everyone likes to blame it on, oh, this side, that side. No, there's tons of contributing factors.
I can agree to that for sure.
Okay, Jay, what is the next topic unless we want to continue talking about this?
No, that was all about the topic about the Charlotte man that stabbed the poor Ukrainian woman trying to live her American dream, man. Try to run away from war. You know what I mean? It's sad. She didn't even get to enjoy much of it. But it is what it is.
You know, Jay, you kind of skipped the first topic. It's supposed to be what's the quote of the day revelation.
Oh yeah, Revelation. Well, I bet he's gonna soak it up really good before the end of the by the end of the episode. That's when he's gonna come in hot with the punchline of every day, the quote of the day. Unless you want to hit it now, man, it don't matter. We're here.
The quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Wait.
Quote of the day, everyone.
Stew on it. You stew on it.
Stew on it.
The quote of the day, everyone, is make sure your damn stream is set up properly.
Yeah, I would have rather have you stewed on it.
Literally. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
tagging the man.
Anyway, go ahead, guys. Go to the next topic while I find more topics that we already have in the docket.
I say, hold on. I know which one we can do because I think we all will be able to. We'll all be able to dig into this one. Where is it? Docket topic news. The very first one that I posted. Okay, boys.
Moving along.
Okay, so according to Rotten Tomatoes, these are the 10 best animes ever. Now it's I'm gonna go. Now it's 10 to 1 in that order. Okay, number 10, Cowboy Bebop. So we're starting off good, at least in my opinion. Number 9 is Death Note. Let me know your opinion on if that should be higher or not at the end.
Never started watching it.
Spy X Family.
Never started watching it.
Vinland Saga.
It's a weird one. I've never heard of it.
Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
I've seen a lot of clips. Haven't started watching it, but I've been meaning to. It looks kind of good.
Then we have Erased. Then we have Delicious in Dungeon.
What?
Then we have Kaiju number 8. Then we have Soul Eater.
Soul Eater was a good one.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Paranoia Agent. And that rounds out the list.
I personally loved Paranoia Agent.
But
it was twisted. But yeah, you go, keep going.
No, that was the end of the list.
Yeah. That is that is according to Rotten Tomatoes. The top.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like they really fumbled the ball there because a lot of those are obscure.
Honestly, the only one that I would ever agree with them on is Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is an iconic anime. And if you have never seen Cowboy Bebop, you are literally missing out. I can
I don't
see
feel like I'm missing out though.
Oh, you are, dude. Death Note, I can see tons of people have watched that. I don't know if it would be one of the top 10 though. Like, as much as I hate to say it, if we're talking top 10, I'm gonna have to throw names up there like Bleach, One Piece, Naruto.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to throw Gundam up there. Obviously Dragon Ball. Like you got to throw up some heavyweight names. Like
I mean,
go on.
The Delicious in Dungeon is fairly new,
Yeah.
and I think it deserves some credit because that was a creative take on monster hunting.
With a cooking aspect.
But to
Yes.
be in the top 10 animes of all time, like
Of all
I
time?
understand. Yeah, of all time, that's what they're saying.
No, 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 no. What they're saying is it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Or they're actually going into detail about saying that.
Well, because if you read the thing, it says I don't know. I
Well, the
guess
thing
it
that got me when I pulled that up is they have solo leveling as the picture of the article, but don't really mention it other than the introduction. That is one that is getting a cult following.
Yeah, because they say here from popular new titles like Solo Leveling to cult classics like Neon Genesis Evangelion, there are series that push the boundaries of storytelling and animation, earning a 100% rating on sites like Rotten Tomatoes, proving they're unmissable. And
Yeah,
and then
so
they don't
Prophet is right.
and then they don't even mention any of those. And it's like, so you're gonna mention all of these ones, but not the literal two you just put up there.
Because I feel
So
like that list is the ones, like Prophet said, that are 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for like fan reviews. But I feel like you're right at the same time. You can't leave that up to the reviews. Like, you got the heavy hitters that are going to bring people back.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Spy X Family is continuously bringing people back. I've never seen people like, you can ask somebody what Vinland Saga is. Very few people are gonna even know what the fuck Vinland Saga is.
As much as I've been
I don't.
looking over the anime section, yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never even heard that. That's not front page on any anime sites I visit.
I've
But we
watched
got viewers that will know about that.
I've watched like 15 minutes of it, and like it it's it just starts off so slow that it's just not even good. The
Is it?
majority of the first 15 minutes of it is him just fishing and drinking like mead and eating dinner with his family.
So is it one of those ones that lays the plot thick?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, there's no flashback or anything, you know, within the first 3 minutes, and then goes into, like, that whole thing. Like normal, very thick plot ones do. Like I said, I've never heard of Erased.
I clicked off that to read a different thing. Which one was that one?
Let me find it.
No. Just by the description of that, I don't even think I've run across that one either.
Yeah, no. Okay, well, I think we got that out of the way.
Go ahead, Dom. Start the tech talk.
Well, there's a lot. Bungie had their Renegades Vidoc stream today.
Cool.
Ash and Iron dropped. You got the iPhone, Apple's Expo thing coming up soon. There's a lot to talk about in technology.
Pick a couple. Things that you think somebody's gonna want to hear this week. That maybe they missed yesterday or the week before. After that,
well, Nintendo Switch hacking's getting further, but Nintendo keeps striking back. They just got Ryan Daly to pay them $2 million in restitution for selling modded Switch consoles online.
oh my god, the old ones or the new ones?
The old one. The Switch 2 hasn't been hacked yet. That's why I started it with it is getting further. But Nintendo's clapping back again, like they always do.
Yep. Careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to get screwed by Nintendo and have to pay a $2 million fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what he made close to in profits. So, like, it's what's the word for it? Restitution. Like, they hurt their profits, so they wanted that.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I couldn't imagine paying $2 million back to a conglomerate at this point.
Honestly, I feel like they're going for everything they can get because they feel like they can get it. And they're not being stopped from getting it because who's going to stop them? We respect them, but honestly, they're being one toe out of line to be aggressive,
Well,
to be forward thinking, but still profitable.
in the lawsuit against Pal World, they had to change the wording on one of their patents. Usually a company doesn't do that mid litigation in a lawsuit unless they see themselves losing that argument.
Yeah, they'll go for anything, everything.
Yep. Nintendo doesn't like to lose.
I don't think it's really a Nintendo way of thinking. I think it's a very Japanese way of thinking. From what I know of the Japanese.
Well, usually when Nintendo sues you, they sue you in the Japanese courts. even if you're an American, you're going to the Japanese court system for that process.
Oh, I
And
get it.
obviously, being a Japanese company, they're going to be favored over your foreign interests.
Yeah, well, they're putting a lot of litigation on just one product. I think they'd fight stronger on other products, but not as well. But this, I don't know. It could be personal.
Well,
Because
could be because they didn't
they're no
have this
longer
much. Go ahead.
they're no longer being innovative. They're no longer going out and making new stories because they fear they're gonna suck. Like, oh wow, life sucks. Get over it.
No, they play a lot on the older generation's nostalgia. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Correct.
Mario's gonna sell every game.
I mean, what are their sales records looking at like right now? For the Switch 2.
I'm pretty sure it outpaced the first one already.
Okay. How many of those are actual buys?
Oh, not scalpers?
Scalpers or boosting programs to make it look like they're selling this much? Or are they even selling this much? I'm sorry, this is heated topic now.
Send it in. That's the point. That's the point of this.
But we will never know because Japan would rather stand on pillars they hold in truth than themselves. Because when it comes to themselves, they're just being dicks. And that's my freedom of speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the freedom of speech.
No, definitely. Nintendo is a lot less lenient when it comes to everything. Like, take Sony, for instance. PS5's already hacked. You can buy modded consoles. You don't hear them taking everybody to court.
They don't have the reserve of money anymore.
No, because they have the whole...
Well, I mean, they do have different technology. Yeah, but they were...
I wouldn't say they have less money when they are bigger than Sony, like, or Nintendo. Like, they have Sony Pictures.
Yeah.
They sell cameras.
But
sell everything.
When the money just doesn't get boosted around anymore and becomes stagnant, then you're pretty much giving everybody your money and it's getting given away and your finances are becoming unstable. They probably spent it on themselves.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Well, you gotta reinvest.
Yes.
Everything.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Don't you know?
Yeah.
Oh God! Moving along. Or unless you're still going with it.
No, I'm ready
hitting
for
hard.
that trend to be done.
Which one? the
Jet
the
2
Jet 2
holiday.
holiday. It's been going on for a year and a half now.
Oh, dude,
I
it
don't
was
get
better
it.
than it was better than the Raid Shadow Legend.
No, I think I've seen a lot of Raid Shadow instead of Jet 2 holiday in the past 3 months.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, guys. Next topic.
The next
Before
topic.
we
Give
get
me a
carried
second here. I'm
away.
trying to find the good button for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the freaking game on Sunday, the Buffalo Bills did it versus the Ravens in the last minute and a half.
Oh, great. We're gonna get sued now.
Yeah, we're gonna get sued as fuck. The rundown of the Ravens versus the Bills game, Sunday night thriller. Buffalo Bills 41, Baltimore Ravens 40 at the Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York, this past Sunday. The highlight is, or the headline is, Bills pull off a historic comeback to shock Ravens in wild season opener. The summary we're looking at here, the Buffalo Bills mounted a miraculous comeback, erasing a 15-point deficit in the final 4 minutes to steal a 41-40 victory over the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Football. Quarterback Josh Allen put together a legendary late-game performance, while the Ravens, led by Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, let the game slip away after dominating most of the night. The game ended on a 32-yard walk-off field goal by veteran kicker Matt Prater, crapping one of the wildest Week 1 games in recent memory, and producing a rare scoring-gamey first ever 41-40 final score in NFL history. Buffalo Bills Josh Allen had a 394-yard passing, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 interception, engineered 2 scoring drives in the final 3 minutes. Stephon Diggs had 8 catches, 119 yards, and 1 touchdown. Matt Prater had a 2-2 FG. If you guys know what that lingo is, let me know so I can learn it. Including the 32-yard game winner as time expired. Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson, 209 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 63 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and then Derrick Henry had 169 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 costly late fumble that triggered Buffalo's comeback. Zay Flowers, 6 catches, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown. And the turning point, with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining, the Ravens led 40-25. Then Derrick fumbled at midfield. Bills recovered. Josh Allen drove 53 yards in 89 seconds. TD pass to Dawson Knox. Bills recovered the one side kick. Allen again marched downfield, 7-yard TD scramble. Ravens went 3 and out. With 22 seconds left, Allen hit Diggs twice to set up Prater's game winner. Final score, 41 Bills, 40 Ravens. Notable stats here, total yard, 480, Baltimore 487, Buffalo 478, turnovers, Baltimore 2, Buffalo 1, time of possession, Baltimore 32 minutes and 19 seconds, Buffalo 27 minutes and 41 seconds, first downs, Baltimore 27, Baltimore 27, Buffalo 25. And to end this, and to wrap it up, is this the year that Josh Allen finally takes the Bills to the promised land? We will see. I didn't know none of that either. It's all information out there. Thank you, Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. Keep it up. Keep it up. Send us to the promised land, sir. Send us to the promise. One more time.
Winning.
Yes. Yes, they did.
And the Bills somehow pulled it out and won by 1 point.
What's sad is that
Of mistakes.
what's sad is that the last minute and 38 seconds, people were already starting to leave in the last quarter. Like people, the
Yeah.
Bills fans were
And
starting to
Josh-
leave.
Yeah, and Josh Allen called him out at the end of the game.
Yeah, saying just wait, always wait. You never know what's gonna happen in the last minute of the game. And that's why they call Josh this.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ah, yeah. All right, moving along now.
Yes, please, for those of us that don't watch football and have no idea.
Well, that's how I felt when I was listening to you guys talking about anime. I don't know a goddamn thing about that shit. But we here. All right. So what's next, boys? I know Mark said he had. I'm sorry. Prophet had something. Prophet, you got
My
anything?
name's Prophet. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Tell us a story.
Tell
A
us any
story.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, so
This is
Any
the
story.
this is the
a
banter.
wonderful-
This is the
a
banter part.
wonderful, wonderful story.
This is the
The
banter
world
part.
wants to know, Mark. Prophet.
The world
Junior.
wants to know. I'll tell you.
Hey, yo, who's dying?
Ah. All right.
You got me. I don't know. Yeah.
Come on, Prophet. With no interrupting. With no interruptions.
Okay. With no interruptions. I'll talk about a fly.
Oh my
One
God.
day this fly.
This is going live right now. The Fly. Go ahead.
So one day the fly was flying down the river, and a fish looked up at the fly and thought to itself, when he drops 10 inches, I'm going to jump up and get that fly. While all this was happening, a cat was looking at the fish who was looking at the fly and thought to himself, when that fish jumps up and when that fly drops down 10 inches and that fish jumps up and gets that fly, I'm going to get me a fish. So while this was happening, a bear was looking at the cat who was looking at the fish who was looking at the fly and thought to himself, when that fly drops 10 inches, that fish is going to jump up and try and get the fly. And that cat's, oh my gosh, I am screwing this up. There's no momentum to it.
Is this going?
It's all stress.
It's all stress.
No, I can't do it.
I'm
But
not
it's a
gonna
good
do
story.
The Fly, everybody. The Fly.
Hold on,
I'm not gonna do
I'm just stumbling through it, and it's so hard.
Gather the words. Gather the words.
Right?
Gather
Yeah.
the words.
So, while all this was happening, a hunter was watching the bear, who was watching the cat, who was watching the fish, who was watching the fly, and thought to himself, when that fly drops 9 inches, the fish is going to jump up, get the fly. The cat's going to go for the fish, get pushed out of the way by the bear, and the bear's going to get the fish, and I'm going to get me a trophy bear. So, lo and behold, that fly dropped 10 inches. That fish jumped up, grabbed the fly. The cat went for the fish. The bear knocked the cat into the water, grabbed the fish, and the hunter shot the bear. Moral of the story, when a fly drops 10 inches, pussy's bound to get wet.
Bravo, Mark. Bravo.
Thank you. I like feedback, so it's just... It's an old joke.
It's an old joke.
Handle with care.
I don't think that's a clap.
What?
Yeah, it was.
No, I'm doing it over here. I don't think that's a clap.
Oh, is that what all kids are calling it nowadays? Doing it over there?
I don't think that's the clap noise you're looking for.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. No.
Oh, okay. Wow. Adventurous one, aren't we?
Ah, here it is.
You love me. You really love me.
So fulfilling. Thank you.
I need to get this on my computer better. There we go.
You love me. You really love me.
Okay, I think that concludes our banter portion.
That is the banter portion. It is over. Something is missing. Something is missing, and I think it starts with a little bit of this. Hopefully you can hear this. Let's see here. It starts with a little bit of this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah! All right, the next news that we got now is AJ Lee's return to WWE. Grant, what do we have in store? And I meant to say revelation. Fuck.
So, what show do we want to start with?
Oh,
Friday or Monday?
Well, if you want to say that she returned on Friday, and then we move along to what everybody got here ready for her, what she stated yesterday on the show.
Well, apparently on from Friday, the news is she returned and beat the shit out of Becky. Apparently, she gave her a black eye, a real actual black eye.
And that's why she's wearing her sunglasses at yesterday's show.
Sounds like it wasn't makeup or anything. No, it was an actual real black eye. You could see her like it all inflamed and everything.
Well, in the segment yesterday when AJ Lee came out, because she didn't speak on Friday, of course, she came out and spoke and said, my name is AJ Lee. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Most importantly, I went on a mental health journey. I wasn't healthy. I needed to take care of myself, get right. I went to therapy. I got treatment. I found a way to turn all this mental chaos into my superpower. The fight is not over. Every day is a fight. But let me tell you, if you're going through the same thing, that fighting is worth it. You're worth it. I tried to, like Becky, She's a New Yorker Times bestseller. Well, I did it first. I really tried to like her till she slapped and motorboated my husband, which her husband is CM Punk. For those who don't know, I can recommend a couple of names. Oh yeah, I'm wearing your belt around my waist. I forgot I've been skipping around the house all weekend with it. Slept with it and tried to get dressed with it on. Becky, how's the bruise on your face from what I did to you on Friday? Looking forward to CM Punk, AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch at WrestlePalooza. And here is a screen share of WrestlePalooza. Yeah,
The hell's a
WrestlePalooza.
WrestlePalooza?
WrestlePalooza is a new event that's coming to ESPN.
Sounds like some indie ass event.
Yeah, a little bit.
You got something wrong against Indiana?
No, indie. It's indie is the things that like minor wrestlers do to try and get noticed by the bigger leagues.
WrestlePalooza, September 20th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, on the ESPN network and Netflix for international. Anyway, moving along. What else do we have, boys? What else do we have?
I don't know. Someone else go for a topic this time.
Well, I
around.
mean, we can keep going with the wrestling. I forgot about this. Yesterday's show, I don't know if you heard this, Revelations. AJ Styles had a match. Did you hear about this?
I did not know.
AJ Styles had a match yesterday versus I don't know if it was Dom Mysterio or I think it was mostly the Mexican American guy or the American guy that's playing a Mexican guy. In other words,
When did you open?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta hear.
The American
Yeah,
luchador.
yeah, which is sorry for saying this, WWE, but we all know who it is, which is Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the one currently playing him.
Yeah,
Gable is the one down in Mexico.
Gable is the original.
He's down in Mexico right now.
Yeah, what's his name? The Americano.
El
Grande Americano. That's 1.0, and Ludwig Kaiser is 2.0. Anyway, AJ Styles had a match yesterday when WWE went into a commercial break. AJ Styles went on and said these following things. AJ Styles allegedly went off script on Monday Night Raw during a commercial break. A lot of people think that this is not script, by the way, because AJ Styles is coming to the end of his contract with WWE. February is his last month. I don't know the exact date, but February is the last month for AJ Styles. Here's what he said. Dominic Mysterio's got his little buddy, that coffee bean American, to get involved in my match and cost me the Intercontinental Championship. And to be honest with you, it could have been my fault. You see, for the first time in my career, I've got no one watching my back. Gallows, Anderson, they are not here. Mitchin is on SmackDown. It's like someone orchestrated a way for me not to win anymore and not to have help. I'll let you make your own conclusions. By the way, we are here right now, and for the rest of everybody is in a commercial break. I'm telling you something you're not supposed to hear, but somebody doesn't want me here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to beat the piss out of Grande Americano tonight, so the person that doesn't want me here anymore can feel a little bit of his pain and mine also. That all was said on commercial break on Netflix, so nobody was able to see that. But this is one of the biggest trending topics right now on the WWE Network.
And they didn't cut his mic or anything?
Nothing. And for those who don't know who AJ Styles is, this is the man. One of the best legends out there right now, heading towards the end of his career very soon, because he already had said on the Chris Van Vliet. Shout out to Chris Van Vliet.
He definitely said that, because wasn't he supposed to get a title shot against Dom?
Yes, he was supposed to have a title shot with Dom, remember? And they kept giving him the runaround because then Dom was out for injury and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. And he was in the fucking crowd during AJ Lee's return.
Correct. I don't know. It's not looking good for AJ Styles. Hopefully, it's just a show and not something real. Because I have no quarrel with Hunter, but Hunter, come on, man. This is the last people that you got left before they retire, man. We got a bunch of people from the Attitude Era. They're about to retire. Brock Lesnar's back just to fight John Cena for this WrestlePalooza weekend of the 20th. Also, so. Go ahead.
I'm really getting sick and tired of him coming back. It's like the 12th time he's fucking come back.
Yeah, but there's not many people left of that era. Brock Lesnar and, John Cena and Randy Orton. And who else?
He shows up for like 2 matches, leaves, and then just like 3 years later shows up, 2 matches, leaves.
To me, it sounds like also like what's happening with Roman Reigns right now. You know what I mean? He's been taking shot after shot after shot, and then he's been out forever. I mean, at the same time, he is filming the movie.
Yeah, him and Rhodes are doing
Street Fighter. Yeah, 2026, I think that comes out. But yeah, we got all the information so far with that. So yeah, John Cena's final match, December 5th, right?
I think so.
John Cena's.
They're fine.
Final.
I know his last SmackDown is in Boston.
I went to try and get him twice, and he's just been laying out there. So.
Okay, let's see here. So we got now. So John Cena has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appearances left. Got September 20th. At WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis versus Brock Lesnar. And then October 11th at the Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. November 10th at Raw in Boston at the TD Garden. Shout out Boston. We love you. November 17th, Raw at the Madison Square Garden in New York City. November 29th at Survivor Series in San Diego, California. December 13th is the final and last match of the GOAT, John Cena. Final match on Saturday night's main event at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., sold as the farewell event to top off his legendary run. The GOAT, John Cena. Any ending thoughts there? Revelations.
Not really, no.
I was about to say.
And his name is John Cena!
Yep. What else do we got, boys? What else do we got?
I'm not entirely sure. Anyone else want to? Like I said, anyone else?
Anything else on the docket? Anything else in the docket?
There's a tons of stuff in the docket we still haven't covered a little bit.
Yeah, this one I really do want to cover, but I don't want to take the spotlight off of all of you tonight. But right now, not right now, but this happened early. What? Let me see.
Well, you're reading that to begin. I don't really care about the spotlight.
We're reading this on the Office of Public Affairs, U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ. All right, here we go. As the recent updates of June 18th of 2025, a Virginia man pleads guilty to federal hate crime and firearms violation. Douglas Wayne Cornett, of 58, of Ruther Glen, Virginia, pleaded guilty in a federal court. Sorry, give me 1 second. Let me turn this up a little bit so I can see it better because I'm going blind. All right, here we go. Now I can see. Okay, pleaded guilty in a federal court today to 2 federal hate crimes charges involving attempt to kill and to discharging a firearm during a federal crime of violence. According to court documentation on the evening of February 28th of 2024, Cornett followed a box truck driven by a victim with the initials OG, an adult Latino male, into the Sheetz gas station along Interstate 95 in Spotsylvania County in Virginia. Cornett then asked the victim with the initials of JM, no relation, an adult Latino maid, a friend. Here we go. An adult Latino male and a friend of OG, how long OG had been present in the United States. Upon learning that OG had arrived within the last 2 years, Cornett drew a handgun and fired 6 rounds, striking OG 3 times and JM once. Cornett later confessed to a Spotsylvania County Sheriff deputy to shooting the victim because of his perception of their national origin. Quote, hate crimes driven by bias against national origin or any other protected characteristic are direct assault on the principle of equality and a justice that define our nation, said Assistant Attorney General Harmeet K. Dillon of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division. Quote, the Civil Rights Division is committed to vigorous prosecuting such acts of violence to secure a just outcome. Quote, crimes like Douglas Cornett, acts of hate, motivation, violence, victimize not just the individuals, but harm families, communities, and groups by robbing them of their sense of security, said U.S. Attorney Eric S. Seibert for the Eastern District of Virginia. Quote, every person has a right to live free of the fear of violence and the menace of hate, and my office is committed to eliminating both. Hate crimes not only harm individuals but undermine the fabric of our communities, said Acting Special Agent in Charge Stephen Farina of the FBI Richmond Field Office. FBI Richmond is steadfast in its dedication to investigating these violations thoroughly and swiftly to ensure justice for the victims and to protect the American people. Violence based on race, nationality will not be tolerated in Spotsylvania County, said G. Ryan Mahaffrey. Spotsylvania County Commonwealth Attorney Douglas Cornett found out there is a heavy price to be paid. Cornett faces a mandatory 10-year sentence on the firearms violation and a maximum sentence of life imprisonment for the 2 hate crimes. His final sentence will be determined by U.S. District Judge Roderick C. Young based on the advisory sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors at a sentencing hearing scheduled for November 13th of this year. So we are going to give you the update on that on November 13th. The Richmond Field Office of the FBI investigated the case with substantial assistance from the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office. Assistant U.S. Attorney Thomas Garnett for the Eastern District of Virginia and Trial Attorney Kyle Boynton of the Civil Rights Division Criminal Section are prosecuting the case. And this was all updated on July 20th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, hate crime is not good. Stop judging by the book of the cover, and let's move on with our lives.
Bibbity bobbity boop. We no do hate crime.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, I would like to think that we would go after a person's character, because if you really don't have a leg to stand on, you are walking around like
I love the young people.
you've got the entire view. I'm pretty sure you can just stand for yourself.
Yep.
Respond to a 1017 in South Black. Suspect last seen in a blue plane.
GTA. Anyway, what else do we got? I'm closing them up little by little. Let's see.
Oh, speaking of you mentioning GTA, so did you guys see some of the new features they have leaked, or at least confirmed in GTA? The new one that you'll be able to do?
What are we gonna be able to do?
I've been trying to watch as little as possible, not to spoil
Oh
it.
shit! Here we go again.
What are we talking about now?
Well, I mean, this has just been in the trailer, that people have been picking apart and seeing. There are women police officers finally, not just the one random female police officer that was up in Blaine County. There are AirPods that you can wear. That you will constantly be able to listen to music everywhere. Obviously, except for cutscenes where, you need to listen what's, talking and everything. And you can customize your own safe house.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
You think Big Smoke is gonna be back?
Dude, he died.
Yeah. Thriller.
CJ is back, and a couple
I don't
others.
think Jay ever finished San Andreas.
I did not. Sadly, I did not. Yeah. Life happened and I couldn't finish it.
Grant just kind of spoiled the ending for you.
Nah, send it.
Bro, everyone would have spoiled it for you. All you had to do was look it up on YouTube.
He died.
Who died?
Big Smoke. Big Smoke. Don't you hear it?
Yeah, you're asking. You blopped him on the train.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's GTA News, everybody. GTA News 2026, right?
Yeah, I think it's still 2026.
Let's see. GTA 6 release.
Slated for sometime next year.
Yeah, I think it's the end of next year. I think. Let me see. Rockstar Games has officially confirmed that the Grand Theft Auto 6 will launch on May 26, 2026. Not far. Not far. It'll be here before we know it. Oh man.
Say that this year's been flying by.
Every year flies by anymore. Nothing feels soft.
So, speaking of game companies, so Activision Blizzard has officially released a statement earlier today that they have officially taken out,
Oh yeah!
and I quote, diddying from their game. Because it ruins the competitive nature of the game.
Nothing much, my nigga just came back
from... that.
If Diddy did diddle dudes, how many dudes did Diddy diddle?
According to my calculations, if Diddy did diddle dudes, Diddy diddled over 1 billion dudes.
Oh damn, does that mean Diddy's getting his doodle did?
Oh, most definitely. If Diddy's found guilty, Diddy's definitely getting his doodle hole diddled by dudes with large diddles.
Oh, Diddy done did it now.
Yeah, it took, they what? Announced they were gonna take that feature out, what? Year and a half ago? When that whole, yeah, it was during the beta. They said they were gonna take that out.
No.
Then when was
it? Became like an issue maybe like 5 or 6 months ago, and then they're like, we're gonna start banning people for the behavior. I was like, it's not a way to go about it.
But then did they say they were gonna take it out too?
Anything else? Anything else? Prophet, you got anything now?
I don't know what to say, man. I always like to hold on my little friend before you know, and be there with him all the way up until he dies.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, are you still talking about diddying people in Call of Duty there?
Yeah, I just wanted to get my say on it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
What do you mean, my little friend?
Well, you know, once I got him, the only way to get out of it alive is if his friend shot me.
You know, now that I think about it, Mark was the one who diddied the most people out of all of us.
So really, you're holding on to somebody's life, just extending it a little bit further. I mean, you can't really save one's life because we all die. That's an inevitable fact.
Like we would always just end up killing the person. Mark would just drag the person along with him.
Yeah.
Fetch me their soul!
You would always call him your little friend. Yeah, now that I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His life was in my hands. So I chose to extend it just a little bit.
We're going deep and we're going hard.
Anyways, go ahead.
You hear any of those?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we do.
Good. Let's see. Oh, okay. What else do we have here that I have open? Okay, we're running short on things. So I gotta close these real quick. Not that. This is fine. All right, we're gonna go into a topic that I don't want to go into because I'm not a political motherfucker. All right, I'm just reading you what people are saying about this article. All right, and that's it. Don't cancel me, culture. Do not cancel me. Trump threatens Chicago with apocalyptic force if Pritzker calls him a wannabe dictator. Do you guys want to go into that? Or leave it alone with a 10-foot pole?
Canceled.
We canceled it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're ending here. We're ending to the very end of the show. Any shout outs? Anybody wants to do a shout out? Famous people, non-famous people, your mom, your dad, your uncle, anybody.
I'm too close to Chicago, man.
That's why they call it Chirac. You heard? That's why they call it Chirac. All I'm gonna say is, according to Donald Trump's quote here on this article, and this is the only thing I'm gonna read from this article. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, and then Chicago responded back, and this is not on this article. Chicago responded back. Come on, Revelations, tell me. Well, how did Chicago respond back? They said, "Come and find out."
No, they said it differently. There was some weird way they said it. Like,
well, they started setting up all those salt trucks and everything as like.
Yeah, they also basically said something about like magically all the gangs were gonna unify and the Crips and Bloods were gonna set aside their like 50-year-old blood rivalry, and they were all they were all come together and just magically fight for the good of Chicago against the National Guard.
Oh, this is the one I should have pressed when you guys were talking about anime.
Like, I don't know what that guy who posted that video was on, but there's no way. Like, yeah, sure, some gangs may come together, but the Bloods and the Crips, bro, you're gonna need hell to freeze over and all 9 moons to align.
Exactly. I mean, Revelation, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I know we were having this conversation yesterday or the day before yesterday. I can't remember. They could just throw in amends all these, the Blood, the Crips, and the Latin Kings. I think they could all be like, hey, let's put our problems on the side for a few weeks and let's take care of the Department of War when they get here. You know what I mean?
That's gonna take a while. Dude, you know how long have they been killing each other?
Since the 70s.
Shit, didn't they come together at that one concert when Kendrick dropped Not Like Us?
Huh?
Still,
like, you might not be wrong. It just takes like a unifying event for a time period of peace between the groups.
They're gonna have to, but it's gonna take a couple days. They're gonna have to sit. The leaders are gonna have to sit down, talk it over. Demands are gonna have to be met. Yada yada yada.
Niggas gangbanging with a diaper or a crip walk for him, cuzzo. Hey, crip walking in the diaper, nigga. That's what it is, nigga.
Damn. Sorry about that.
And even then, a lot of people in those particular groups aren't gonna like doing it. So then it's gonna start infighting. And then once the infighting starts happening, one of those groups is gonna break off because of that to stop the infighting. Domino theory at that point.
Yep.
So yeah, sure, it may last 2-3 days. But once that happens, they'll be like, oh shit, we're now weaker because one group broke off. Then those two groups look at each other and it's like, well, I think I should be the leader now. No, I think I should. Then they start fighting each other.
So like a power vacuum.
Yeah, essentially what'll happen.
felt like that's where you're going with it.
I need to find this article. Keep talking. Give me a minute.
I wish I'm wrong.
You. I don't know, I haven't really read much.
Who is it between? Who is it between? Just
Pretty
so
much.
Who's what between?
Pretty much since Trump is sending the National Guard to Chicago, since Chicago's mayor said, "Oh well, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna, solve our
Oh, you're about to say I'm gonna survive.
I'm gonna solve our crime rate problem by introducing more affordable housing.
But then that's just government stepping. But they've got the money.
Yeah, it's I'm saying it as a nice way to say Section 8 housing. And instead of oh hey, let's fund the police more, so we have more officers going around, arresting people that are actually posing a threat. No, let's build Section 8 housing, which is typically, statistic-wise, where bad things happen. And so that's why the National Guard's being sent in there. And that's when, all these videos started coming out saying, oh, well, the gangs are going to unify, fight you, yada, yada, yada. The Bloods and the Crips are going to unify, fight you, yada, yada, yada.
The moral stance. Should you or should you not? The ones that are already fighting the system are going to fight. So they're going to be burnt up. I don't think anyone that follows them faithfully will follow them that far to the end. Is what I think.
I feel like this conversation just kind of leads back to the conversation we had at the beginning.
It's the government. The government owns all. I mean, they're looked up to, and they know that they have their way amongst all of us. But thankfully for them, they keep us alive.
No, we were talking about how the justice system fails the greater good and just lets repeat offenders walk.
I jumped to the final result.
I don't know. I don't see much government outreach where I am, or overreach. Shoot, I haven't even cut my grass all year.
I don't see it either. The most I see it is in the summer when, the SWAT team goes around drug busting people. Summer's the most active.
Yeah.
SWAT, DEA, ICE, they go around busting people. After that, it quiets down permanently.
Well, I'm in a larger city than all three of you, and I haven't even seen ICE.
Yeah,
you are fake news.
You wouldn't. You really wouldn't, because you don't go to the places that they go to.
You are fake news.
Oh.
Thank you.
I try to be fake news. Thank you.
On other news, ladies and gentlemen. On other news, international. Hegseth and Kane visits Puerto Rico. Man, that was awful. Hegseth and Kane visits Puerto Rico as U.S. steps up military operations in the Caribbean. Because, they're keeping an eye on Venezuela.
Oh, yeah, that's actually something we probably should bring up.
That we should?
Didn't they just hit, didn't U.S. Navy ship just hit?
They did. They ended up hitting...
small drug boat?
Yeah.
Yes. They ended up hitting us. Go ahead.
So the whole running theory between between people who were actually in the military, who worked on a lot of like big like missiles and all sorts of shit like that is there was when that when the boat blew up, there was no debris or anything that would have splashed in the water.
You want to know why? You ready?
So, no, hold on, because here's where the explanation comes in. So the Navy is the only one that has a working laser weapon mounted on its ship, and I'm not talking laser, little laser beam to shoot down drones and missiles. No.
Why do you think the wildfires happen in California when they burn all the houses down to set up the blue bus?
I'm talking a literal, like, fucking, Kamehameha type ass fucking laser on it.
Breaking news, San Diego.
Evaporated because you see a little light go there, and it kind of distorts the edge of the camera, and then there's no boat. And there's no remnants of, like I said, no like things dropping in the water like a typical missile strike would, of debris or anything like that.
Well, yeah. Have you seen Cocaine Bear? We don't need cocaine sharks.
Well, no, what I'm talking about is the fucking, the actual, when the boat blows up, any typical, thing, like debris, pieces of the metal, falling in the water.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Great splashes. And there was none of that.
My joke flew over you.
Oh no, I did. I know what you're talking
Cocaine's
about.
a hell of a drug.
And then obviously Venezuela and Colombia got pissed at that. I'll go on, Mark.
I'm gonna defend the sharks. Sharknado.
Fuck that movie.
Cocaine.
Second worst movie ever made next to Waterworld.
Would it be Sharknado?
I actually quite enjoyed Waterworld. I thought it was a fresh take on a different perspective of post-apocalyptic life. Life's still going and going and going.
I thought you were gonna make a joke there and say Landworld.
Landworld? No.
Land life is pretty boring.
Wait, wouldn't the alternate post-apocalyptic version of Waterworld just be Mad Max?
Yes.
Yes. Pretty much. I mean, how peak does it get? Oh boy.
I feel like even in Waterworld, they're still going to be fighting over natural resources.
No, this is my
There's no
water.
getting away
no,
from that.
this is mine.
Well, no, you're on ships. You need crude oil or...
True.
Okay, are we supposed to be on track on anything?
No, this is how it goes. We go into details on things, and then we go in straight into banter again. Off of banter, straight into banter, off of banter, straight into banter. I gotta see where we're at here on the stream. Actually, let me see.
This is fresh idea.
We got literally. It says here we got a half hour left. So you guys want to go another half hour, or we can end it here and end it for the night. Because we're already, according to this, we're already in an hour and a half already.
When is the cutoff?
Whenever we don't have anything else to talk about.
Oh, really? Really?
I mean, I haven't even finished this yet. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Do you want me to finish this? Of what happened? Okay. All right.
Yeah, go on.
Smoke weed every day.
All right, San Juan, Puerto Rico. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Air Force General Dan Kane chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, arrived in Puerto Rico on Monday for an unexpected visit at the U.S. steps up its military operation against drug cartels in the Caribbean. Their arrival in the U.S. territory comes more than a week after ships carrying hundreds of U.S. Marines deployed to Puerto Rico for what officials said was a training exercise, a move that some on the island have criticized. Let me blow this up a little bit because of my blind ass. Drugs, cartels in the Caribbean, and island. Okay. But on Monday night, Hexet said in a video posted on X that the deployed Marines were on the front lines of defending the American homeland. Make no mistake about it. What you're doing right now is training. This is the real world exercise on behalf of the vital national interests of the United States of America to end the poisoning of the American people, he said while aboard the USS Iwo Jima. Sounds like Hiroshima to me. Earlier in the day, Puerto Rico Governor Jennifer Gonzalez said Hexet and Kane visit on behalf of President Donald Trump administration to support those participant in the training. Excuse me real quick. Just got to take a little sip.
What? Fine, Bucky.
We thank President. Okay, where was I? Those participating in the training. We thank President Trump in his administration for recognizing the tragic importance of Puerto Rico to U.S. national security, and for their first against drug cartel and the narco dictator Nicolas Maduro. Gonzalez said. Hexet and Kane met with officials at the 156th Wing Munoz Air National Guard Base in Carolina, city just east of the capital of San Juan. Gonzalez said Hexet spoke to nearly 300 soldiers at the base and thanked those he described as American warriors for their work. He later departed for the USS Iwo Jima. The American people are counting on you to ensure the American homeland is kept safe, Hexet told the Marines aboard the USS Iwo Jima. Narco-terrorists and drug traffickers are on notice. The visit comes as the U.S. prepares to deploy 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico for operations targeting drug cartels, a person familiar with the planning said Saturday. The person spoke on conditions of anonymity because information about the deployment has not been made public. Tensions escalating. On September 2nd, Trump announced that the U.S. carried out a strike in the southern Caribbean against a vessel that had left Venezuela and was suspected of carrying drugs. 11 people were killed in the 11 people were killed in the rare U.S. military operation in the Caribbean, with the president saying the vessel was operated by the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. While the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago praised the strike and said the U.S. should kill all drug traffickers violently, reaction from other Caribbean leaders has been more subdued. Barbadian Foreign Minister Kerry Simont recently told the Associated Press that members of Capricorn, a regional trade bloc, sent a letter to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio asking for an open line of communication on developments. He said they want to avoid being surprised by any U.S. moves against Venezuela. Meanwhile, Venezuela government on Monday insisted that the U.S. is falsely accusing it of playing a crucial role in global drug trade. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez told reporters the U.S. government should redirect its recently deployed maritime force to the Pacific, where fast boats container ships have long carried Colombian cocaine. Those ships that are trying to intimidate Venezuela today should be there in the Pacific if they truly wanted to fight and prevent cocaine from reaching the United States of America, he said. They have GPS location problems. There were they shouldn't be. They need to collaborate their GPS. Rodriguez, citing reports from the United States and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, added that Venezuela has absolutely nothing to do with the deaths of U.S. citizens from drug overdoses, as the country is not relevant in global drug production. She suggested the U.S. should focus on fighting consumption within its borders. There are a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of double standards, a lot of political manipulation of this issue to attack, to intervene, to aim the regime change in countries that are sympathetic, she said, referring to drug trafficking. I don't even know how long this goes. Oh, okay. All right. Not that much longer. Sorry. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Not to war. The ongoing training of the Marines in Puerto Rico and the upcoming deployment of fighter jets have rankled some in the U.S. territory, where the memories of the U.S. Navy using nearby islands as training ranges for decades remain fresh, with the cleanup still going. The April 1999 death of civilian security guard David Sainz Rodriguez sparked large protests at the time, eventually leading to the U.S. military leaving the island. Rodriguez was killed after two 500-pound, 226-kilogram bombs were dropped near him as part of a training mission in Vieques. On Sunday, dozens of people gathered at the National Guard base in Carolina to decry the heightened U.S. military presence on the island. They held signs that said "not to war" and "no to military bases in Puerto Rico." Organizers also warned against the use of Puerto Rico as a staging ground for potential U.S. military action in the region. We denounce the existence of military bases in Puerto Rico, said Sonia Santiago Hernandez, founder of Mothers Against War. Gonzalez had dismissed those concerns, saying that Puerto Rico is playing an important role in Trump's ongoing fight against drug trafficking since it represents a U.S. border in the Caribbean. She also has noted that the ongoing training of Marines involves logistics exercises and no ammunition. Marines in Puerto Rico. Ciel Lopez, a spokesman for Puerto Rico National Guard, told the AP that the Marines were practicing amphibious maneuvers with a variety of vehicles, adding that he did not know how many were on the island. Meanwhile, Gonzalez said last week that she estimates more than 1,000 Marines were in Puerto Rico. The U.S. Marine Corps issued a statement on August 31st, noting that Marines and sailors from the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit would be conducting amphibious training and flight operations in southern Puerto Rico. The challenging terrain and tropical climate of Puerto Rico provides an ideal environment for the 22nd MEU to conduct realistic amphibious training and hone specialized skills such as patrolling, reconnaissance, and survival techniques, ensuring a high level of readiness while forward deployed, the Marines said in the statement. It wasn't immediately clear how long Hegseth and Kane planned to stay in Puerto Rico or if they visited other sites while on the island. Lopez, the National Guard spokesman, declined to comment on specifics of the visit. And that was it. I know that was a mouthful and a lot to listen to, so my bad if I did bad reading. Other than that, I'm not.
I had to stop listening at the end because spiders started crawling on my foot.
No, I understand.
Oh, hell no.
One statement has to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's like, oh, hey, we're not responsible for your people dying because of the drugs. Because it's like, no, really, it's like, oh, we're not responsible for the poison in your food and you dying because of it. We're just the ones that made the food and delivered it to you. Yeah, you are responsible, you dumb bastard. You're the one that made the drugs and fucking delivered it to the country.
Keep going. I'll be right back.
Some of the countries are just like, I don't know how you would put it. Pretty much a meal state.
Like I understand your country's run by the cartel, and they're probably forcing you to say this shit because you're getting kickbacks. But I mean, everyone knows. Like Colombia, we all know why your country is rich, Colombia. As for Venezuela, you wish your country was rich. You really do. I mean, there's no fucking food in your country anymore.
So, to be honest with you, I think Colombia and cocaine as the plant could be beneficial. Is beneficial. We use it in numbing agent.
Well, I mean,
but they don't use it.
But when it comes to the drugs, yeah, shit, man.
They definitely don't. Yeah, they definitely don't use it in the beneficial way.
What do you mean?
They
chew the plant. They chew the plant. That's what should be getting out there is the plant, really.
Well, let me teach you. Let me teach you something. If you didn't know this,
people would try and make cocaine out of it. So.
Well, let me teach you something. If you didn't know this, Machu Picchu. You know what that is, right? The biggest, the highest mountain in the world that people made a civilization up there, right? Machu Picchu and coca leaves. What you need to know, right? Machu Picchu in the 15th century, Inca citadel located high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. It was built by the Inca Emperor Pachacuti and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of new 7 wonders of the world. Coca leaves, cultural and historical use. All right, coca leaves are native to the Andes and have been used for thousands of years by indigenous people, including the Inca. The Inca chewed coca leaves and brewed them as a tea to combat altitude sickness, fight fatigue, suppress hunger, and perform ceremonial offerings to the Pachamama, Mother Earth. But the point I'm trying to get to is, I wish he was here, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to even say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. My uncle ended up taking a trip out there years ago, okay? And he ended up having altitude sickness out there because it's still a civilization up there, and they use coca leaves every day, okay? And he ended up having to take a tea of that stuff to feel better because he felt like shit. And after he took all that, he felt better. He could breathe better. He felt, you know what I mean? Everything felt great. So in reality, yes, there is benefits to this. We just make it look like it's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, Colombia just misuses.
Yeah, look at this. It says modern tourists experience. Visitors of Machu Picchu and Cusco are often offered coca tea called the mate de coca to help with altitude sickness. Coca leaves are legal in Peru for traditional and medicinal use, but illegal in most countries if carried across borders. And then it says, do not try to bring coca leaves or coca tea home from Peru. You could be arrested in countries like the U.S., United Kingdom, and or Australia. Even small amounts.
Yeah, I want to say because there's the only way you can get those into the U.S. is you have to go through a company.
and they have to. You have to pay an absorbent amount of fucking money, and they do some sort of process. I don't know what it is.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
But at that point, like, you can then have them. I don't know. It's literally, they are the sole provider of getting that kind of stuff into the U.S. They're the only ones. They make bank off of this stuff. Like, that is, like, that's the only way, like, because if like, that way, if you actually make, cocaine in the U.S. and you get arrested, but you're, like, let's say that person is, you gave the ingredients to said person, they made, made a bunch of batches, they, started shipping it out to all over, and, they started getting arrested, catching up. Well, guess what? It would link, they could just, instead of, trying to arrest multiple people and hunt them down, trying to flip people, they could just fucking call this big ass area, be like, hey, you know, yada yada, comes literally right back to you.
Sorry, I was laughing about something else.
So coca leaves are good for you because this man said so.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Well, it's kind of like marijuana. It has its medical use. Used in moderation. Used in excessive amounts. It's bad for you.
I love how this conversation went from blowing up a boat to cocaine leaves are actually really good.
I know.
So
You gotta moderate the
real
stuff.
fast.
You really, you gotta moderate the stuff. So.
What did you say, Grant?
I said this conversation started with blowing up a fucking boat to, hey, these funny looking plants are really good for me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't feel like that's what you said originally.
It was basically along the lines. Instead of saying cocaine plants, I said funny. I went, oh yeah, funny looking plants are probably a little bit better.
It's kind of like the first people that ate mushrooms.
You know what was probably even weirder? Imagine Imagine the first people to do a hug. Like, imagine you're just like talking with your friend or whatever, and then your friend and then your one friend just like wraps his arms around you, and you're like, Jim, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm
Visit me in the bedroom.
Hugging you?
Come on. I mean, no. Horrible shit. We could go by the Roman ways about doing it. Just not as extreme.
I mean, you could go to the bathroom like the Romans, where you have a communal sponge.
I'll take my toilet paper, thank you.
Yeah, communal sponge soaked in vinegar.
Oh, I need to go into this docket thing, and then it's gonna change my screen, and I don't want that to happen. There was something in here I needed. Oh.
It will be there.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. This is gonna be unprofessional of me.
pull it up on your phone?
Ah, now I remember. Somebody should pull it up for me so somebody can talk about it because I can't speak anymore right now. Pull up the Hyundai incident that happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, Dom. I think you know all about that. We don't even pull that
Yeah,
up.
go ahead. Pull it up, or if you know a good chunk of
Well,
it, go ahead.
it didn't happen just yesterday, but the ice raid on the Hyundai plant in the south, 300 Koreans. And I guess a lot of them had like short-term visas and whatnot to work in the States.
Not that I have anything against any Hispanics, but I bet there was illegal Hispanics there with no visas for sure. Wouldn't doubt that. Oh
What
I
are we
mean,
talking about?
listen. I've told everyone this before. I'm all for immigration. But please, just for the love of God, follow the rules on how to do it. Just so you don't get in trouble. Like, just because bad things will happen. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna, like, you will suffer major shit if you don't. I understand it's not that easy. I really do.
So a lot of them had work visas for 75 days to get the plant up and going. They're highly specialized workers and engineers.
Only 75 days?
Anyways.
Well, that's enough time to get the plant online, train new people coming in.
Oh, so they were just there to train people.
Well, they were there to get the plant online.
But then they were there longer than that, or
Trying to find if they actually say how many days they overstayed their visas, and it's not looking like it.
because if they definitely overstayed their visas, well then I would understand why. That is a
Because it was a Georgia EV factory and adjacent battery plant. Yeah, like I was telling you, right at the end of the article, a Savannah labor union leader said local unions have complained that Hyundai and its contractors were improperly using South Korean workers for basic construction that falls outside the visa waiver rules.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Four minutes.
I guess that would break the rules.
You guys were fighting when we were talking about that the other day. I told you it wasn't some rednecks or anything. It was the local unions that wanted their dues for people to actually working there. And if Hyundai brought people in overseas and was keeping them longer than their intended stay, or even having them do the work they weren't contracted for, that does break labor rules and union rules. Because I suspect Hyundai in the US is probably a part of the Auto Workers Union, the AWU.
Yeah, they have to be. And like I said, you don't want to piss that group off.
No, they make good money.
Well, it's not even about them making money. It's about the clout they have. They literally can just be like, oh, you are not paying our workers enough? Well, let me just kick your teeth in and you won't have, the money to, go get your teeth replaced until you start paying them properly.
Well, when I had the interview out here for GM, they're saying they can pretty much, like, you want to be putting at least a part a minute on a vehicle so that they can get rate down to as close to possible to a vehicle a minute.
Yeah, they are fucking meticulous about that shit.
Well, once you put the part in the machine, it's all robot.
Yes.
Robot does the welds and you're pretty much just loading the robot with the product so it can do its job.
Well, guys,
especially on the warehouse side of it.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? We're heading to the end of the stream here. We're finally hitting the 2-hour mark.
Nothing I can think of on my end.
What about you?
Did you stew on your quote of the day?
Yeah, did you stew on it?
Or
are you just gonna keep with what you called Jay out on earlier?
The quote of the day, everyone, is do not look at a boat that may or may not be carrying medicinal plants, and then proceed to Kamehameha that bitch out of existence.
I have a feeling it's going to a good place.
Did you almost hear what I almost heard?
I like to think. Okay?
I need that over here.
I think I almost heard him defending them.
Oh, right.
To be honest with you, I'm defending the police officers who are obtaining said goods and either can reassociate the resource they've been provided.
Mark, I don't think there's gonna be any resources now. That bitch is gone.
I mean, could be. Or it couldn't be. Who knows?
It was captured on drone footage. That bitch is gone.
If it's on the boat, I don't think they're recovering anything.
Yeah, that bitch was gone. It was torched. It and everyone on it was torched.
To end it with some people that have give me a second. To end it with some people that had passed away recently. Ozzy Osbourne passed away, of course, a couple of months ago now, almost 3. And then the founder of Supertramp has passed away too. Rick Davis, rest in peace, sir. Or Richard Davis. You don't know? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see here. What we got? Well, I don't want to get a copyright strike. Correct. I don't want to get a copyright strike. So we're gonna leave it at that. Any shout outs? One more time. Any shout outs before we end it all for the night? I would like to shout out Dab. I hope you watch this at some point. You fuck. I hope you get on.
Yeah.
And we might not
become famous. We won't become like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna
become even more popular.
I was gonna get to that. We might not be Joe Rogan right now, but we might be Joe Rogan in 20 years.
Yeah, when he's retired.
Yeah, you never know.
We'll have Elon Musk on ours smoking weed, talking about nothing at all.
You're saying these medicinal mushrooms are good for me?
All while he's punching holes in his monitor.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Screaming about how War Thunder isn't realistic in 2050.
Oh, by then we'll have the Oculus will be beyond that. It will be inside of our heads with a chip.
I'm chill on that.
I don't want a Trojan horse in my fucking brain.
Topics real quick before we head out. Might as well. I heard Nvidia is doing really good on their stocks right now. Dom, you know anything about that?
They're always doing good on their stocks. They're like the #1 AI GPU company right now.
AI?
Even,
What about them there filthy clankers?
yeah, when the robot uprising comes, you're gonna get us killed. Calm down. Be kind and rewind.
That's why you gotta be prepared for them there filthy clankers.
Yeah.
I
guess when the robot uprising happens, who are you really backing?
Depends on what they're uprising for, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Duality of it. The rebels fighting for their own good against assholes.
We're gonna live in the hills somewhere.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs won't find us.
He'll find us all right. You hear that? He's coming. He's on his way.
Good thing he won't find me then.
Oh, let's see what we got today for the stock. Let's see here. 100. They closed out today. $170.76. But they're up there. They were up there all day. Let's see where they ended. Yeah, that's where they ended. All right, we can't have peace and quiet on here, boys. We're live. We're live. We're fucking live. We'll do it live.
Thought we weren't gonna be live for much longer.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, is that all the information we got, ladies and gentlemen? Dab isn't here, so we can't say ladies.
I believe so. Yeah, no.
I feel like would you pass $20 for a single stock? Kind of made it.
Yeah, no, facts. Facts. Yeah, the current price is $170.76 with modest intraday gains. Price target, key bank, but with a C, 230. Others remain optimistic despite shifting market dynamics. Competition, Broadcom rising, but CUDA ecosystem remains a strong MOAT. China market access, ongoing demand, export restrictions apply. Earnings environment still strong, but tempered by growth deceleration and infrastructure limits. With 157 million shares traded as of the latest update. So
I know Amazon's always a good one to invest in if you can fucking afford it.
Yeah, Amazon, Walmart, even Walmart sometimes though they do go down a lot as well.
You know, Nvidia's sitting right around Philip Morris stock prices. Philip Morris is like Marlboro cigarettes.
Ah, the
I know,
cigarettes that break your chest.
I know investing in food and drink stock is always a smart idea.
Yeah, Philip Morris International Inc. $164 and 73 cents today is what they closed. So that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I know, equate it to something like majority of people use. I'm not gonna go over to Walmart because that's just I have a bad opinion of Walmart.
Well, it's not even that. Like, let's say you, for example, invested in let's say you invest, Pepsi and give me a food place. We'll go McDonald's.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
McDonald's.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Did you like that one? Right when you said it is when I pressed it.
Like, literally, they will stay constant or always rising. You will never lose money on those things. Because, and if they are losing, it's usually just a few bucks. Because people are always going and getting stuff like that.
Yeah, if you would have invested at Walmart before the pandemic in like 2016 to 2020, it would have been like $30, $40 a stock. Now it's like 102.
Yeah. I wish we had all been smart enough to invest in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin came out in 1997.
I also wish we would have been... Yeah, it would have been... I wish we had been smart enough to invest in Amazon when it first came out. Do you know how rich some of the first, like, I want to say 10,000 people are when they first invested in fucking Amazon? They're worth, like, millions.
2 hours later.
Yeah. We probably should cut it off soon.
No, yeah, we're here. I'm just trying to find this freaking thing I used earlier. Now I don't know.
No, why not go live?
We could go another hour, but the problem is, according to YouTube, facts, not facts, fact, is better to just do 45 minutes to an hour and a half, not fucking 2 hours like we just did, because we're not local live with Keemstar, that's for sure, and Boogie and Wings of Redemption. Shout out to them.
He's iconic.
Iconic as fuck. Give us a job, Keem. Give us a job. We'll call it Local International. I don't know. That sounds good.
Don't have to worry about us drinking on live.
Not drink. Maybe a little bit of smoking some of that green. You know what I'm saying? Wherever the button is. I was too slow on that shit. Yeah. Yeah. But in reality, we'll never be Joe Rogan, according to Dab. Dab, go fuck yourself.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That sounds exactly like him when we mentioned it too.
Right?
No. You gotta get the mic cut now. And screeching.
Dude, I swear he's gonna ruin a brand new mic. I think, like, in fact, I'd already say he has.
I feel like this is what comes out of him when he freaking yells.
Little shit every time.
He's a good kid. Bigger issues.
Every time he yells, he shits a little.
Here it is. I found it.
This portion of the podcast brought to you by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
All right. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have came to the end of the podcast. I would like to let these gentlemen here say their goodbyes and their quick shout-outs, and then we'll move separately. And, yeah, go ahead.
Y'all have a good night. No shout outs.
Love you.
Yeet.
Oh my goodness. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. All right. Oh. All right. On that note, we end the show. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you some point this week. I don't know if we'll do another live tomorrow, but we'll be on tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. My name is JeyMorales. This was the Unbound podcast with co-host Lords, Revelation, and special guest, the Prophet. If you would like to subscribe to our Fate United Gaming Discord server, you're more than welcome. We do gaming I think it's Sunday gaming, if I'm not mistaken, and a bunch of other stuff that we do together. And we boycott over here, so you guys know we do boycott Roblox. We boycott that, so we do not play that shit around here. I would like to give everybody a shout out from the Steve Jessup podcast, the Bucklands, Eddie Weber, Keith, Seth and Jamie from the Kleinersfeld, PA, where they have their own hotel and tavern, where they sell their peanut butter and jelly burgers. Please go check them out. Man, so many people. Steve Jessup yourself, thank you very much. Without you, I wouldn't be here today going live. I really would like to say that. What else do we got? Shout out to my dad, drummer. Love you. And we'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Take it easy. Stay healthy.